Hey everybody, Kensurfs here, and it's good to be back in the shave den. It's good to be back with you, and I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to have a shave video today. I'm going to be using the Select Double Open Comb Ascension razor from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And before I get into that, I wanted to explain what's happened here in the household. And if you want to fast forward through this, you can. If you're one of the viewers who just new to the channel and you want to see the shave video, fast forward through it. But I want to tell you, my wife and daughter came down with COVID the other week. It appeared to be a bad cold. My daughter had it first. It was a Monday. She had the sore throat. Then Tuesday, she had the sinus issues. Wednesday, my wife caught it. And we ended up going and getting tested, the whole family. Friday, what was it? A couple of weeks ago. Me and my son tested negative. My wife and daughter both tested positive. Now, me and my son have underlying conditions. My son has epilepsy, and he takes medication to control it. And I have some kidney issues, and I take medication to control it. And they've advised he and I from day one, our doctors, had said, try to avoid this, because if I get the regular cold or sinuses or any type of problems, it kind of messes with me. And last year, my son had a bad cold at Christmas, and his epilepsy flared up, and he was in the hospital Christmas Eve. So, and he's a big guy. We had a hard time getting him into the hospital. Actually, the ER had to come, the ambulance had to come. But this year, me and him, as soon as we found out, my wife and daughter said, hey, go to a hotel. And actually, I just went to a nice hotel down the street. Fortunately, he and I and my wife and daughter are able to telecommute. So as long as we have a Wi-Fi signal on the company laptop, I was able to do all my work from a hotel room. So was my son. And my daughter, she was working all through this until her boss finally said, hey, you're sick. Take sick leave. Both of them have recovered well. And part of the reason, the help of recovering well, is your kind thoughts and kind messages and kind prayers that you've included in that video. See, a lot of people were asking me, when's your next video? So I had to say, hey, COVID struck the house. Here's what's going on. Your kind well wishes really helped them through this. And they're pretty much recovered now, 100% almost. My daughter's a lot better than my wife. My wife still doesn't have the sense of smell or taste. And if that's the only bad thing, then, we're still pretty blessed. So the contagious period was over for them. I had a video conference with my doctor, and they said 10 days after the symptoms appear, we can go home. So we waited a lot longer than 10 days. But we're back, and I'm ready to do a shave. I didn't bring anything with me to the hotel room, no suction cup, no nothing. I avoided the house. Me and my son were independent, so we made it through it. But thank you all. Thank you for your kind words. We do appreciate it, and it is very, very good to be back with you. Today's shave, and I'll talk more about it during the shave. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements has released their newer version of the Double Open Comb Ascension. It's got the different stainless steel handle now. I believe it's the 316. I have the specs in the description of this video. And what's kind of cool, it kind of looks like the old Flair tip razors. And this is what you get when you buy it. But the tip comes off, and you can get, look at that, the gunmetal and the red tip. And it is an open comb. And it is, they say adjustable, and adjustable with the fact that if you have a blade in it and you back off like a quarter turn, the gap opens up. There's no blade in it right now, and I'm going to load one because darn it, I need it. I'm going to be using feather blade today. So I'm going to put a very sharp blade in a very aggressive razor and get rid of this. Now, when I came home, my wife hadn't seen me, and we talked on the phone daily, but she hadn't seen me in 10 days. And she said she liked the goatee and would I consider keeping it till the end of the year, but I need to trim it up and clean it up. For her, I'm going to do it. But I got to get rid of all of this. It's just itchy, scratchy, just terrible. So let's load this razor and see what we can do. It's a 3-piece double open comb, and I just dropped the spacer. It has a spacer that, in fact, they gave me an extra spacer. So I imagine they want you to use the little plastic or urethane spacer on it. So I will be doing that. It's nicely marked. And hopefully this just cleans up my face, because I went through the itching and now it's long enough that it doesn't itch anymore, but it's annoying. All right. All right. You know, I was with them. Man, this feather blade, it's like they glue it in. I'm a little nervous. I haven't been in front of a camera in a while. Here we go. All right, got the feather blade out. Look at that. Put the feather blade in. They're sold out of this razor, by the way. I've had it for so long, and there's been a lot of cool videos. Oops, almost forgot. I'll put the little plastic spacer on there, that they are sold out at this time. But I'm told they should be getting some in soon. Now the blade's in there, and if I back it off a quarter turn, yeah, see the gap? Gap opens up, making it more aggressive. With a feather blade, that's as aggressive as I'm going to get. I'm going to be using, just because it's Christmas almost, I'm so glad I have made it home for the holidays. So glad I made it home before Christmas. I'm going to use some of the peppermint or the cane. You see me use this before. I'm not going to talk much about it, but it's a very strong scent, a very strong peppermint, we'll say, scent. So if you're interested, you can go back in the previous videos and see how that performed. I'm using the Muhle. I used to say Muhle, but they said, no, it's Muhle. Is that correct? German badger brush. And I'm going to be putting that in the crystal skull right there. Someone said, hey man, how did you dodge catching that? And I don't know if this is how I dodged catching that, but every day when my daughter first got the cold symptoms, and I'm not affiliated with this company, my son and I took this every day, and my wife and daughter took this every day, and within a week, they were much improved, and it kind of kept us, so far, knock wood, healthy. So I don't know if it works, but my daughter had read somewhere, and we've been using this, and here we are, back home. So something worked. All right. Let us see. I started to look like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. I was twisting this, and I had all these, my wife goes, I'm gonna get you some beads and put in that thing. I think just out of nervousness and anxiety, bad habit, I was twisting all the hair in that, almost like cornrows or whatever you call them. All right. I was working from the hotel, and I had not planned on taking any time out for the holidays. The bosses were coming up with some really nice questions, some really nice assignments. So I thought, you know what? Every Christmas I take like 3 weeks vacation, because Christmas comes and goes very quickly. I said, screw it. So I'm off for 2 weeks, guys. So I am going to try and put out some videos and catch up. I've got a lot of razors waiting to try. Got a lot of soaps coming. And hopefully we're back in business. I finally mailed out the prizes from the Kensurfs video, or Kensurfs appreciation video today. That was home. I didn't want to come home and try to find everything and mail it out. So everything's gone out today. I'm catching up, and this is day one of my vacation. I'm wearing my Christmas vacation shirt. I don't know, Margot. My wife has, why is the carpet wet, Todd? And I have this one. And I'll tell you a little bit why I'm wearing that in a second. All right, well, I'm tightening this up. I have my trusty alum block on hand just in case I cut the hell out of myself. But let's see. Surprising. Does not feel too aggressive. But it's knocking that stuff down. And it's loading that razor up with beard. All right. Been an interesting 2 weeks. My son was one of the lucky recipients of the PS5. So he brought the PS5, PlayStation 5, to the hotel. And that was keeping him busy in the off hours. I was catching up, watching a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of shows. We binge watched The Boys on Prime, I think it is, about the not so superheroes. And I liked that show. It was really good. My son recommended it. Started to catch up with Stranger Things, but did not get very far with that. Yeah, it's not taking it, oh well, it's taking it almost all the way down on the first pass, but not completely. So this is definitely going to be a few pass shave. Oh, it's good to shave again, guys. Doug comes out with all of these scents from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and I was actually texting him this morning, and I was telling him about my wife losing the sense of smell and taste, and he says that's one of his biggest fears because, I mean, he has such a variety of scents, and if he's unable to smell them, you know, he can't dial them in correctly. So yeah, Doug, stay healthy, my friend. Okay. So far, so good. I live in Southern California, and you guys probably heard of Knott's Berry Farm. Well, Disneyland Knott's Berry Farm. But there's a house in La Mirada, which is about close to Knott's Berry Farm. And I guess this is the 4th year they've done this, but I have never been. But these guys are so into Christmas Vacation, the movie. During the Christmas season, they've got this crappy old camper, a Chicago police car, a station wagon with a uprooted pine tree, all this homage to Christmas Vacation. We went last night. We arrived home yesterday. My wife has been stuck in the house, so I said, let's take you out. Went with my wife and daughter. My son was busy with his PS5. He didn't want to go, and I brought the dog. The dog was very happy to see me, and we brought him. Here's what this guy's house looks like in La Mirada, California, and it's just friggin' amazing. If you know Christmas Vacation movie, you'll know this.
Tell him I want to have Christmas here in our house. I'm talking to him.
Hey, Griffle, where do you think you're going to put a tree that big? Bend on, I'll show you. I wasn't talking to you.
The hell do you want?
I have to deliver some pharmacopoeia beers, and I was supposed to deliver it yesterday. Filled between the seats.
That was just super cool. There's not really a lot of, and everybody was wearing masks. We got there so early, there was like nobody there, but they had coned off the street, and by the end of the night, see, I cleaned out all the hair. By the end of by the time we left, the crowds were forming, so we actually beat the crowd. But that guy has definitely put some money into that display. This is a smooth combination. Very smooth combination. Feather blade and a very aggressive razor. It is a very smooth combination. That's picking up this trail and the stragglers. Been talking to my relatives in the UK. They're saying you guys are under a pretty strict lockdown too. And they're saying you're not allowed to have people come over the house and socialize for Christmas, but you can get together for outdoor walks. So I've got some relatives in Acle, A-C-L-E. What is that, southeastern England? And I've got relatives in Newcastle. And they're all staying healthy, but they said that they're all waiting for the vaccine, to get the vaccine. And it's like Robert Shaw said in Jaws, when he was describing being in the water when his boat was sunk in World War II and the sharks were picking off all the survivors. He says the scariest part was waiting for his turn to get out of there. And that's what the relatives in the UK are saying, that the scariest part now, the vaccine, they're waiting for their turn and they're just scared and they want to get it. So my thoughts go out to everybody all over the world. And my wife and daughter were very, very, very lucky. I had to watch a video from work because one of the guys from my organization caught it, had breathing issues, put him in a ventilator. He gave the thumbs up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to his doctor, and at 4, the wife got the call he had passed away. So man, it can be very serious. Thank you. I'm glad the family is doing good. All right. I know SoCal Shaver, I think he lost his grandfather, or yeah, earlier in the year. Oh man. '20 kind of sucked. Whew. Hopefully 2021 we can move on, right? Oh. Man, it's good to be back. Like I said, it's sold out. Feather blade. And I don't think one nick. So I cannot say anything bad about this razor. In fact, I've got a feeling I'm going to be putting this right here as one of my go-tos. I had the double Ascension, the other version, a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago, and my good friend who started Wetshaving saw it. He calls it Jaws. And he said, hey man, can I borrow that? And he still got it. He loves it. So, and he hates everything, but that guy, but he loves that razor. So there's something about these double open combs. Here we go. Very good. Nice burn. Wow. Well, we're back in business again. Thank you very much for your kind comments and support. I appreciate it. And if you're just tuning in, new to the channel, this guy does talk too much, but a lot of people tune in to hear the banter. And I actually like talking to you. You're all like family, man. And I hope you all stay well, stay safe. It can sneak into your house like that. So thank you. Merry Christmas. I'll be doing a couple more before then. Stuff piled up here. The wife said I got 2 weeks worth of dog poop to pick up in the backyard. Did all that yesterday. They sanitized this house, man. They took all of the bedding to the laundromat, sanitized it, got lucky enough to go to Target stores and pick up some of the antibacterial spray, the Lysol spray, 1 can per customer. You can do 3 trips, man. Go to the car, come back, go to the car. They have disinfected the hell out of this house. So it smells very fresh, and I wish I would have been here to help them, but lucky for them, they did not have it so bad, and except for loss of taste and smell. So everybody, I look forward to seeing you again very soon, maybe tomorrow. There'll be somebody saying, you don't have any beard, man. Why are you shaving so early? Maybe 2 days. But we'll get a few more out. That razor from Russia came. I've got a couple of more products to try. They've been piling up. And thank you for your patience. I talk too much. All right. Bye for now.